trying something new today. This is a new angle, a new view of my desk. Hello friends, and welcome to my second half of April vlog. I'm a little hesitant to even film this because I haven't even started editing first half of April vlog, and I'm in this weird place right now where I want my YouTube channel to grow. I want to keep doing this. I love doing this, but I keep filming stuff and then just not having time to edit it. So I have this backlog of tons of video, and then it feels like it's too late to put it out. Even though I know YouTube videos are, as I've heard people say, evergreen. So it doesn't really matter if I'm like not keeping up with putting out a new video in chronological order or whatever, but I can't get past the feeling that it's wrong to like go back and post a vlog. That's stuff that happened a couple months ago, especially if I've posted something that's happened after. I don't know, it's just, it doesn't work in my head. So anyways, I wasn't gonna vlog what I was doing this morning, even though it's good art vlog content. Then I realized I want to do, my plan for the month was to do a vlog with the beginning of April, which hopefully is out and you maybe have watched. If not, you don't have to have watched it before this one, but maybe go watch it after this one, because if you like this one, you'll like that one. So because I'm behind on editing, I didn't think I was gonna film today, but then I thought, you know what? No, I'm gonna do a bunch of cute artsy stuff today and I'm gonna vlog. And this will be the beginning of the second half of April vlog. So I am currently prepping a bunch of stock for the Maker's Keep, which is a locally owned business in the Edmonton area that sells handmade crafted goods. And I've been selling there for about a year, maybe a little less. But they recently moved locations to another location in St. Albert, so I am restocking all of my stuff that is going to be going there. They said that I could sell my cards there, so I'm working on cards right now to do that. Yeah, so basically just prepping stock. I did a bunch of bookmarks this morning because I used to have my old like paper bookmarks just in these like little vinyl sleeves, but I was not happy with how those looked, so I've recently upgraded my bookmarks, and so now all my stock at those shops are gonna be upgraded as well. So I have a bunch of stuff to do today, and you're gonna hang out with me while I do it. Keep me company, and I'll keep you company, and it'll be nice. We'll get our stuff done as friends. Does that sound good? I hope that sounds good. Sounds good to me. Hey baby, are you comfy? A little cozy. Got me right back in my comfort zone. Look at this guy. He's so cute. I needed to boost my confidence after the struggles I had at the last couple. I've painted a gazillion bears and I I just love them. They're so round and squishy. I love bears because they remind me of the importance of like respecting nature by keeping a respectful distance. If I could, I would just go run up and like hug a grizzly bear. Obviously I wouldn't do that. This is what I'm saying, is the fact that they are so dangerous but also so adorable reminds me of the importance of staying away and giving nature the space that it needs to just do its own thing. I decided to only paint this much of it because I want to scan this and so I can really play around with what I do with the background. It might just stay like this. This is so like simple and cute and I'm kind of happy with it just the way it is. I think what I'm gonna do is, actually, you know what I'll do is I'll scan it like this once it's totally dry because I don't want to get paint on my scanner. And then I'm gonna, while I have my paint out, just like play around with the background. Maybe I'll paint something that I'm happy with on my first attempt, but I want the scan of it like this so I have the option of messing around with and trying different things. I'll just put up on screen the other pieces that I've done that haven't appeared in the last video. So I finished up the strawberry letter. I really liked the way that that one kind of ended up being a really nice mix of digital and traditional. I like when I try and say digital and traditional, I kind of try and make it one word and say additional. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that one ended up. And then the next one was Hills and Clouds, and that one sucked. Honestly, I still am not really happy with it. I kind of am disappointed in it when I look at it on my feed. It falls flat to me, and I know it's because I am not quite there yet in terms of the way that it has to do with, I'm pretty sure the reason why I'm not happy with it is because I can see the shortcomings in it in terms of the light in the landscape. It doesn't look, not that I'm trying to make it look realistic, but the way I've depicted the light doesn't look realistic, and that's what's making it not look right. And that's, I think, what is making me not happy with my bigger landscape pieces in general. I feel okay about that because I have plans to do more in terms of like my skills with light and shadows and stuff, and that's gonna help with that. And then Rhubarb and Bug, I kind of had to scramble to get that one done. I had a vision that I didn't totally bring to life, although I really do love the way my little bug ended up looking. He is really, really cute, and I'm probably gonna reuse that little idea for a little character in the future. It's really hard for me to get past feeling like, because I'm hosting the challenge, I have to be producing like the best illustrations ever for the challenge, and that's not really actually what it is. Pandora is really helping me realize that that's really not what it needs to be, because her approach to the challenge this time around is to treat it as a chance to play and experiment, and all of her pieces have been so fun and cool and like very different from what she normally does, and I really, really love that. And I have this, I've already kind of touched on this in this vlog, but I have this problem where I feel like things need to be units. Like they need to, like I see like invisible boundaries and categories where there aren't actually any. I don't know how else to explain it. I feel like I couldn't just randomly switch gears and start doing something like that for the rest of Bring On Spring. I feel like I've committed to doing the same kinds of illustrations because it's for one challenge, and I feel like they all kind of have to match, which isn't necessarily the case. It just really feels like that to me for some reason. Regardless, it's partially because I think I already have a plan for most of my pieces, and they all kind of fall into a similar kind of idea. So those are the pieces that you would have missed me working on and finishing in my April vlogs so far. I am now going to work on this, but pretty soon here I have to leave because I'm going to meet my aunt at our favorite little vegan cafe, and then I have a couple errands to do.
A little. Like, cheers.
Oh, and your nails match.
Oh, do they? Oh yeah, yes they do.
wearing my recently thrifted blazer that is very much like fall colors and fall vibes. Even though it's very much spring, I'm wearing it anyways. This morning I worked on this painting for the prompts, Sunflower and House. I personally associate sunflowers with autumn more so. I'm definitely getting more of like an autumny vibe from this one, but that's fine because it's autumn in the southern hemisphere. I'm going to, just like I did with the last one, I'm gonna scan this in at this stage so that if I decide that I want to work with it just at this stage, I can do that. And then I'm gonna do some like pencil details and then maybe scan it again. And then at that point I might play around even more with the background, but basically I'm trying to give myself like save files of this piece as the stages go along so I can like work on it digitally with different layers of the traditional stuff being added, if that makes any sense. It just gives me lots of room to like play around and explore with how I want it to eventually end up. Kelsey and I are gonna take the dogs on a little adventure. We're gonna go get some kind of treat because we did our taxes this morning, and that is how I motivate myself to get my taxes done, is to get myself a special little treat. Friends, happy Thursday. Finished this piece. This is what it ended up looking like when I finished with it traditionally. I did a few more touch-ups to it digitally, like added in a background and stuff, and like did a little bit more details on the flowers and the bushes. Another piece I'm really happy with, the pink and bear, and then this one have been my two favorites so far. I'm trying to work on Sprout and Dew now, but I'm feeling a little bit stuck. This was one where the idea I had I wasn't 100% sold on, and so I kind of have stepped back and like tried a couple different things. The idea that I think I've settled on is this. So two little sprout guys. I don't know why I'm having such mixed feelings about it. I'm really overthinking it. I think like I think that they're cute, and I'm like overthinking like, is this like the direction I want to be going with my art? That kind of like big picture overthinking sort of thing. But that's the hard part about Bring on Spring, is I don't really have even the time to really like, I just have to like do something and go with it because I only have a few days to do each challenge. But I think that comes with its own benefits and drawbacks. But I was trying to do this one digitally, but I am not getting the results that I'm happy with, so I think I'm just gonna do the same method I've been doing for all my other pieces so far, because that's been working really well. The pieces I've been unhappy with for Bring on Spring so far are the ones that I've tried to do completely digitally, so I think I need to just stick to my method because it's working for me right now. Little update on my plan for the next little bit. I've decided I don't have enough time to like get into this. I don't want to get started and then have to stop because I teach piano in an hour, to make a better plan. I need to take my dogs out before I teach, so I'm gonna do that now. But I am gonna tell you about something that I'm going to do either tonight or tomorrow that I'm excited about. I have been struggling with like wanting to be able to more easily make my pieces that I do traditionally kind of like seamlessly be able to work on them digitally, and also just make my color palettes like more cohesive and be able to more easily grab colors that I like, because I don't have a really good system for using color palettes in Procreate. So I had the idea of making swatches of every single one of my acrylic gouaches, which is my main paint medium, and having a palette in Procreate that matches it. And then before I did all the work of that, I realized that there's probably an online resource that Holbein would make of all of swatches of all of their colors, so that I could just borrow it from that, which is exactly what I found. I borrowed this from their website, and I'm swatching all of the colors of the Holbein gouaches that I already have. But that way, like if I want to touch up a color that I painted, I'll just grab the color and Procreate. The way it scans in will be different than what it looks like in person, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this will work okay, so it'll be an interesting experiment. But either way, I think having my Procreate palette be made up of like my Holbein colors should be a useful tool regardless, but we'll see. How's it going? It is Friday afternoon. I have done quite a bit already today. This morning got to go see my little brother-in-law who is 9 and he's doing his hip-hop dance performance and he is incredible at it. It always like blows my mind how good he is and it makes me so happy to watch him shine up on stage. They always put him in like the front of the group because he's the most like dynamic and engaged and like knows the moves the best, so that made my heart happy. And then I had to drive out to Sherwood Park to drop off some of my stuff at the Maker's Keep location that I sell at out there. On my way there, I stopped at the bakery nearby and grabbed they do all like sourdough stuff. It's called Bread Love. I bought a loaf of sourdough, of course, because you can't not. But I also bought myself a white chocolate Has-Cap scone and oh, it was so good. I like had Has-Cap buried all over my hand. It was worth it. It was so good. When I was there, I noticed, so I was dropping off new stock because I had a couple new prints to add and I was swapping out my old stock of my old like paper bookmarks for my new ones, like the laminated ones with tassels that are much higher quality. And I noticed that there was another artist there who I've actually met before at markets and stuff, who they had like a display set up with like, they had like an acrylic stand for their stickers and beside that was like another stand for their prints and cards. And then a little like frame that talked about them as an artist and their business cards were all there with it. And I was like, that is what I want my stuff to look like at these stores. I think it'll look so much better to kind of have everything displayed together like that. So yeah, I think that would just look a lot better. My stuff would sell better than just kind of being tucked in random places because all of my stuff kind of matches in theme, but it doesn't like match everything else. I feel like my aesthetic is quite different from everything else in that store. So it makes sense that all my stuff will be together. Anyways, that is a whole other thing. The main thing I sat down here to talk to you about is this painting that we started together yesterday. I did the bulk of it this morning before I left, and then when I came back I finished it up. I actually changed quite a bit of this digitally. I'll put the final piece up here. Once I saw it on the screen, there was a few things that I wanted a little bit different. I'm getting a lot better at deciding what changes to make once things get converted into digital, and me being able to make something I'm actually really happy with before it gets put out into the world. Because I'm really learning that like what really makes or breaks a piece is it's all in the final details. I'm getting a lot better at refining how I'm managing editing those final details in a way that I'm happy with, so that's fun. I got a sketch started for the next set of prompts, which is Deer and Hyacinth. I'm being a little ambitious, trying to do a landscapey type thing again with this one, which is I think bold considering how unhappy I was with my last landscape. I'm like so unhappy with it, I almost like want to delete it from my feed, but I'm fighting the urge. I can't delete one of my Bring on Spring posts because it's still in the middle of Bring on Spring. Maybe I'll like redo it and repost it later or something. I'm gonna play some board games with friends tonight, which I'm excited about. I haven't hosted a board game night in a while. And yeah, I'll hopefully touch base with you again I'll be pretty busy tomorrow, so I don't think I'll vlog tomorrow, but hopefully I'll see you Sunday. And we'll get some stuff done. Some more paintings, some more artsy things. See you then.